Hi friends, this is Curious Cicada back again with a pen pal video. I am so excited to first off open up this beautiful letter that I was sent by one of my friends, Haley. She sent me this adorable little letter with a wax seal and some wrapped up artwork that she sent me. It was very sweet. So here I am opening it up, and I can't wait to write her a letter back. Haley's been getting into some digital art lately, and it's so fun to see what she's been working on. We both really enjoy drawing, so we connect through that, and that's one of the ways that we're able to keep in touch. These are some of the things that I wanted to use with this pen pal. I was sent these little cards by another one of my friends, and I just thought they would be so cute to use today for my letter to Haley. I've been watching a lot of Shada Campbell lately, and she does the most beautiful florals, so I thought I would try my hand at it, taking inspiration from the front card. And I'm not usually one to draw flowers. Usually when I'm sketching, I like to draw people or little doodles, but it's been really fun to try these little flowers. They're actually quite easy. I never expected them to, but they really are just little shapes. You can see I'm using basically the same color scheme as the front card. I wanted to limit it a little bit though, with this little peachy color and this red, and later on I add in a little bit of blue. But I think I'm really loving those limited palettes lately. I think they keep everything cohesive and they look really put together and thoughtful. I'm using my super tips here. I know I talk about them quite a bit, but they really are super great. They're not the prettiest of pens, but it's really the result that we're looking for, right? I kind of wanted a sketchy look here, so I just outlined everything with my extra small Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen. I really love these things, although I use it so often that I'm gonna have to get another one soon. The extra small and the small especially, they're almost worn through the little nibs just because I use them so often. I got them in November for Inktober, and I definitely didn't expect to love them as much as I did. Usually I sketch a lot, but I don't do a lot of inking. So it was fun to get into that this year. I feel like at some points the florals got a little busy, but this was pretty much my first try, so it's just a good thing I can think of for next time, and hopefully it'll get better, right? Here I am starting out with Dear Haley. I always like to write the greeting in some sort of more fancy of a lettering or add some color. I think it just really adds a little bit to the letter instead of everything just being black and white. If you've seen my 2021 bullet journal setup, then you'll know that I've been really enjoying this outlining style of lettering lately. It's really simple, and I think it adds just a little bit extra to a really simple lettering. You can do a monoline calligraphy, and then just a loose line around it really adds a lot. So I've been really having fun with that. What type of things do you guys like to add to your snail mail? Do you do a lot of bright colors? Do you do mostly black and white? Or do you add stickers and fun little 3D elements? I usually keep it to 2D, but that's just because that's my comfort zone and I don't have a whole lot of stickers. You'll see later on I send her a few stickers, but yeah, I don't have a ton, so I usually keep them for sending to people. This little card that I got from my sister, when she was pen paling me, she sent me a couple of these cards, and I think they're so stinking cute. I thought it would be a great way to put the questions in there on a little separate sheet of paper. So I decided to do something a little different. I got out my embroidery thread and a needle, and I thought I would mess around with adding a little bit of fringe to the bottom of the card. And you can see that it ended up turning out great, but it was kind of a bit of a mess trying to figure out how I wanted to put them on there. So I didn't include that footage. My hand was in the camera most of the time anyway. Whenever my husband gives me flowers, I like to save the smelliest ones and let them dry so that I can add them to letters. I think hopefully it's not too messy when they're opening it, but I really like how it adds a little bit of smell to the card when they open it. And, it's kind of romantic. It's a sweet and kind of vintage idea to add pressed flowers to a letter. I decided to add that little flower border to the outside of the letter as well. Just want to keep practicing that. I'm not sure if I'll do this again in the future, but it was really fun for this card, and I think I would try to add a little bit more variation, but I did really enjoy it. You can see here I chose one of the Faber-Castell Artist Pitt pens to do the hand lettering on the front for her name, but I chose the soft brush, and it was definitely more soft than I expected. I don't really think that this was meant for calligraphy, so you can see later on I brought out my Pentel Touch sign pen, and I decided to go over the edges with that just to make it a little more smooth. So I hope that in the future I will remember that that pen isn't the best for hand lettering. It's super fun when you need some large black areas or you want to add some cool mark making to a drawing, but when it comes to hand lettering, I think that I would prefer a bit of a stiffer brush. On here I decided to add the blue, but then because the envelope itself was colored, I decided to add a little bit of blue to just make it pop out a little bit more. So I really like how that turned out. I think it would have been too much color on the letter, but here I think it really adds to it. So here's the finished card. I really enjoyed making this, and I hope that you enjoyed watching. It was super fun, and I'll see you again next week with my February plan with me. Bye-bye!